Hello students, in this lecture we will be starting with our new subject refrigeration and air conditioning. See students, in this subject refrigeration and air conditioning, it is entirely dependent on the basic concepts of your thermal science. So before going to refrigeration and air conditioning, you must go through my lectures of your thermodynamics. Fine. Now see, its weightage, refrigeration and air conditioning weightage in GATE examination is around 2 to 4 marks. And let me ensure you that this is a highly scoring topic and as well as very interesting subject. And in Indian Engineering Services or your engineering services examination, you have objective paper where its weightage is around 20 to 25 marks, and you have conventional where its weightage is around 30 to 45 marks. Fine. And the textbook you must refer is C.P. Arora. Fine. Now, before going to this subject, we must revise basic concepts that are used in refrigeration and air conditioning. Fine. Now see, what is the work of heat engine? See, heat engine is absorbing heat Q1 from higher temperature body, that is T1 is greater than T2. See, this heat engine is absorbing heat Q1 from higher temperature body, and that higher temperature body is simply known as your source, and it converts a part of heat Q1 into work W and rejects the remaining heat Q2 into the lower temperature body, that is known as sink. And from first law, we know that summation of heat transfer is equals to summation of work transfer. So here work comes out to be equal to Q1 minus Q2. Heat taken by the heat engine minus the heat rejected by the heat engine, that accounts for work W. Fine. Now another type of important device is that of refrigerator. Fine. Now see, when I drop this pen, what will happen? It will fall downwards. Suppose now, what is the reverse process? I need to pick it up. So I need to do some work on it. Fine. Whereas when it gets dropped from higher level to lower level, it is a spontaneous process. So similarly, heat transfer from higher temperature body to lower temperature body. This is your higher temperature, this is your lower temperature. It is a spontaneous process. Fine. Now our aim is that heat should transfer from lower temperature body to higher temperature body, and it is against the law of nature. See, falling of pen is the law of nature, but if I need to increase its level, if I need to increase its potential energy, I need to do some work on it. Similarly, if we want to transfer heat from lower temperature body to higher temperature body, we must do some work on it, and such a device is known as your refrigerator or heat pump. Fine. Now see, this is a lower temperature body. Now here heat is transferring from lower temperature body to higher temperature body, and the device used for it is refrigerator. So here we need to do some work on the refrigerator, and from first law, what we can say, summation of heat transfer is equals to summation of work transfer for a cycle. Fine. So W can be written as Q1 minus Q2, or this Q1 is summation of work and Q2. Fine. Now see, this is our heat engine and it is a work producing device. It is a work producing device. Fine. And this is our refrigerators. It is a work consuming device. It is a work consuming device. Now see, all the work producing devices work on a clockwise cycle. All the work producing devices work on a clockwise cycle, whereas all the work consuming devices, they work on the anti-clockwise cycle. So here it is clockwise cycle and here it is anti-clockwise cycle. Fine. Now see, the basic cycle of a heat engine is that of Carnot cycle, whereas basic cycle for the operation of refrigerators is that of reversed Carnot cycle. Fine. Now, what are our work producing cycle? The first one is that of Carnot cycle. The second one is Stirling cycle. The third one is your Ericsson cycle. The fourth one is your linear cycle. The fifth one is your Atkinson cycle. Fine. The sixth one is your Otto cycle. The seventh one is your Diesel cycle. The eighth one is your dual cycle. The ninth one is your Brayton cycle. The 10th one is your Rankine cycle. Fine. Now see, Otto cycle, diesel cycle and dual cycle. These are used in your IC engines in automobiles. Fine. Whereas this Brayton cycle is used in gas turbines. And this Rankine cycle is used in steam power plants. Fine. And all these cycles, all these important cycles which we study in thermal science, they are derived from Carnot cycle. So all these cycles are derived from Carnot cycle. So these cycles are slight modifications of Carnot cycle. So the basic cycle of work producing device is that of Carnot cycle. And nowadays these cycles are rarely used. Fine. Now work consuming cycles. The first one is that of reversed Carnot cycle. Fine. The second one is that of vapor absorption cycle. The third one is that of vapor compression cycle. The fourth one and the important one is that of Bell-Coleman cycle. And Bell-Coleman cycle is also known as reversed Brayton cycle. It is also known as reverse Brayton cycle. And all these cycles, vapor absorption represented by VA, vapor compression represented by VC, and your Bell-Coleman cycle are derived from your reversed Brayton cycle. So reversed Carnot cycle. So reversed Carnot cycle is the primary cycle of work consuming devices. Fine. So we must understand what is our Carnot cycle and what is the reversed Carnot cycle. Fine. Now see, the first process in Carnot cycle is that of reversible adiabatic compression. Fine. So 1 to 2. Reversible adiabatic compression. Now see, this reversible adiabatic means the process is isentropic. Now what do we mean by isentropic? That means the entropy remains constant. That's why we have drawn a vertical line. Now the reason is that the thing is that why this process is called as isentropic process. Now see, what is ds? ds is nothing but your dq by t for irreversible process plus pdv minus dw by t. Now this is the entropy change due to heat interaction, and this is the entropy change due to irreversibility. Now see, what is W reversible? It is nothing but integration of P dV. So P dV represents our reversible work and dW represents our actual work, and during a irreversible process this actual work dW will be less than your reversible work. Fine. So this quantity is again a positive quantity and it is also known as entropy generation. It is also known as entropy generation. Now see, our process is reversible. Reversible means your PdV will become equal to dW, so this term becomes 0. And the process is adiabatic. Adiabatic means no heat transfer is taking place. So this term also becomes 0. So we can say that ds is 0 for reversible adiabatic process. So it is nothing but a constant entropy process, and this constant entropy process is known as your isentropic process. Fine. So we will obtain a vertical line for a reversible adiabatic compression process. Fine. Now see, the next process is that of reversible isothermal heat addition. Reversible isothermal heat addition, and since the process is isothermal, the temperature will remain constant and we will obtain a horizontal line. Fine. Now see, I could have drawn the line something like this, but I have not drawn. Why? Because it is a heat addition process, and heat addition means this term becomes positive because we are adding heat to the system. Therefore, the entropy of the system, this entropy is increasing. So arrow is in this direction, not in this direction. Now next process 3 to 4 is that of reversible adiabatic expansion. Fine. Again 3 to 4, and last is that of 4 to 1, that isothermal heat rejection. Isothermal heat rejection. Fine. So this constitutes our Carnot cycle, and see, we are going from 1 to 2, then to 3, then to 4. The cycle is your clockwise cycle. So we can say that the Carnot cycle is a work producing cycle. Fine. Now reversed Carnot cycle. See, here the first process is again reversible adiabatic compression. Fine. So we will draw process 1 to 2. Fine. Now The next process is that isothermal heat rejection. Now see, here 2 to 3 process is that of heat addition. Now here the process is that of heat rejection. So we will draw a line something like this, and this comes out to be 0.3. Now what is 3 to 4? It is your reversible adiabatic expansion. So 3 to 4, and 4 to 1 is that of isothermal heat addition. So this is our 4 to 1. Now see, here the direction is your anti-clockwise. So reverse Carnot cycle is a work consuming cycle, whereas Carnot cycle the direction is clockwise. So it is a work producing cycle. The Carnot cycles are used in your heat engines. And what do we mean by heat engines? Heat engines are nothing but work producing devices. Fine. And these cycles are used in your refrigerators and heat pumps. Fine. Now before starting refrigeration and air conditioning, we must learn some basic technical terms. The first one is that of refrigeration. Now what do we mean by refrigeration? See, what is the work of refrigerator? In your homes, you put some food in the storage space of refrigerator. And what do you want? The storage space is maintained at 50 degrees Celsius. Let this be the storage space at 15 degrees Celsius. Now what you are doing? You are putting some hot food inside this storage space. What will happen? The temperature of this storage space tends to rise. Now what is the work of air conditioner? The work of air conditioner is to maintain the temperature of storage space at 15 degrees Celsius. So what it will do? It will take this heat, and it will reject heat to surrounding. Fine. So it is continuously absorbing some heat from the storage space, and it is continuously rejecting heat to its surrounding. Whenever you stand behind the refrigerator and air conditioners, you will see that some hot air is there